Hi guys and welcome back to this channel. I know it's been some time since I last posted. I kind of have just lost myself for a bit and so yeah, I'm gonna start a series of 30 days of self-isolation, and by that I just mean I'm not going out with the friend group I used to be part of anymore. I've kind of blocked some of them. Some of them are still okay, but I'm just not doing it. And then I'm gonna take the time to like just stay here and work on myself, I guess, my fitness, my health and stuff. And most people can be like, why? What's gone on? What's gone on? Like nothing's really gone on, I guess. It's just I think it was bound to happen eventually. You can only let go and forgive so much in life before what you keep trying to hold on to is gonna drag you down. And I just found personally, like within the friend group, I don't think I could truly ever really be myself. People were always like looking for, I guess I'm not saying I'm saying like I have made mistakes in that group in the past, and some of them probably were because of drinking, but like people were always looking for when I messed up in the friend group, and it would be like I'd go out for some of them because they wanted to go out, and then they'd throw it back in my face and be like, "Oh, you're going out excessively and drinking." And to be fair, I never asked for any of this. You know what I mean? It's like I've tried to be a good friend in my life to people, and to say that they take you down to your worst, some people do, and then they tell you that you're at your worst when they brought you down there. It's kind of one of those things. It's enraging, especially to me because like for the past few weeks, right, I've actually been working on myself. Like I've been meal planning, I've been going to the gym, and for once I started to change my mindset. I was on a positive mindset, and then this week I've gone out 5 days a week. And I only go out once a week. I think most people know about me. I kind of just do a Friday night out. I'm not very big, like, let's go out. Twice a week is pushing it, but twice a week I can do if it's like midweek and once on the weekend. I went out 5 times this week, all for everyone else, and somehow it still gets thrown back in my face. And like, I don't know. I guess I'm always just seen it in this group as like the pet project of like how can we fix her in some way and stuff. And I think it all just came to a head on the final night out, which to be honest I should have known 5 nights a week something was bound to go wrong. But yeah, so I guess like I don't know. People are just like, oh yeah, like we can talk it out. I just want to. I saw that as a sign to end it, cut it off. I've been needing a sign because, you forgive a lot from people. I've forgiven a lot from people where I've been the bigger person and I've rised above. But it's at what point am I rising above for their peace and not for my own peace? My own peace. I need to work on myself. I need to focus on myself because the happiest I've actually felt in these past 2 weeks is when I've been focusing on myself and when I've been seeing it becoming healthier and when I've been getting to the gym and stuff. And I've always been alone. I've moved country like I don't know. Let me think of this. I've moved house 10 times. I've moved school 8 times. I've moved country 3 times. There's been times in my life where the only person I've had is myself, because like obviously I've got family and stuff, but also they have their own stresses and issues. So it's just like, what do I need this for? Like, everyone else is like, oh, apologize for this, or like, apologize for getting too. Sorry, that is who I am. If I'm sometimes too. Because the thing is, also, I've made a lot of improvements I've seen in myself, and no one else recognizes them. Okay, everyone still tries to drag me down to the place I used to be, maybe last year, I don't know. But no one else recognizes the improvements I see them, and I'm going to congratulate myself on them because I have not got a blackout since January this year. Since that video I made on heart palpitations, I haven't done anything drastically stupid. I haven't gone missing, okay? So for people to try and make it sound like I am the same person and not trying to change and all this, and like it just it really grinds my gears because you don't see the amount of effort I put in every time I go before I drink. But that's beyond the point. That's not the point. I'm not going to apologize for being who I am anymore, okay? If that doesn't fit in with that friend group, that's okay, but that is who I am and I'm not changing it. I will only ever change myself for me. I'm not changing for anyone else unless the person is worth it. I understand, like, in relationships, sometimes you have to change slight parts of yourself, but again, that has to come from you wanting to be better for other people. I'm not going to be better for people who don't value me anyway. It doesn't make sense. So, I don't know. From now on, I'm self isolating, guys. Yeah, I've probably got zero friends. No, I don't want to say I've got zero friends. Like, I know people, but I just probably won't go out as much because I just don't want to be around it. To be honest, I'm trying to work on myself and see where that gets me. And I think I'll take you guys along with me. I'll make like this like a 30-day video. This is like the 2nd of March. Because one thing is right. I've also said to myself this year I am not gonna be depressed over friend groups. I was looking over like my TikToks from since 2020, I'd say. I've always been depressed about something at some point of the year. Like, I've never actually had a fully happy year, or like a year where I just felt I've always been depressed about something, and most of the time it's people, because when I'm by myself, I'm lonely, but I'm not depressed. Like, I'm lonely, sad, like, oh my gosh, I'm lonely, but weirdly, I'm at peace. And then people come in and they drag in drama and they just drag in pain. Why do I need it? I promised myself this year I'm not doing that to myself. I'm not doing it to myself. I'd rather cut them off and they can cut me off, because maybe at sometimes I probably wasn't a good friend if I was sometimes getting too drunk to the point where it's annoyed them and stuff. But like, they can cut me off, I can cut them off. I'm starting fresh. You know what I mean? I think sometimes you have to force yourself down to rock bottom to build a new thing, because demolishing half a building and then trying to rebuild on that building, there's still going to be that half that is the old you. So I'm forcing myself into rock bottom now. I've got basically no one. This is me, myself, and I mindset, okay? And we're gonna do great, I think. Part of me last year, probably if this happens again, I don't know why it's recurring for everything that I'm always like losing a friend group, but part of me last year would have wallowed in my own sadness, and I kind of have let that happen a bit here. Like, if you cannot tell, I've become physically sick. Like, I've actually got a sore throat and stuff, just from how exhausted that whole drama has made me. But I'm not wallowing in my sadness this year. I'm sorry. I do that every year. I promise myself this year is different. Like, I'm gonna pick myself back up, and okay, I forgive myself if I've made mistakes in that friend group, and I'll make apologies to people who need the actual apologies. Everyone else can kind of just go screw themselves. But yeah, from now on, I'm gonna start from scratch, guys. And this is everyone's sign, I guess, if you're watching this video still, that if you ever feel the need to start again, you can. You can always start again. And okay, I'll try and record some of my bits and bobs of days, and I'll do like a weekly update. But this is just like day one, I guess, of me saying like, I'm done. We're gonna restart. We can restart. Who's stopping me? It's my life. You know what I mean? I don't, just because those were the friends I've had for a bit too long, like maybe half a year, doesn't mean they're the only friends that exist out there. Doesn't mean they're the only good people. I can restart, and I will restart. And watch, because I feel like in 30 days, when you'll see that I'm a better person, weirdly, because I've focused on myself and not on other people.